Just to start off here, can you give us your name, the name of your script, and give us a one-sentence summary of your story?
Yeah, my name is Madison Fargo. My script is called Feral, and it's a psychological horror about these two sisters who live in total isolation in the Pine Barrens, kind of the descendant of like some survivalists. And then mysterious man shows up and kind of messes everything up.
Cool. So, yeah, we took your feature film screenplay and we went out and got you two different coverage reports for the exact same script. And so, what we want you to do now is just read through both reports and please feel free to like comment aloud on what you like or dislike as you're going through them. The more feedback that we get, the better. So, yeah, we'll start with report A.
Yeah, it's cool to see like I don't know, sort of the description of what I was kind of like subconsciously thinking of. They called the two main characters, very fully realized, whereas the other character kind of focuses as like more of a catalyst who's like kind of archetypal. And it was cool to hear that like expressed. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing about the script, but it is, part of it. No, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that like I felt when I was writing it, but didn't know how to like put words to it, which is cool. This talking about the third act and the way it kind of accelerates too quickly. And I agree with that, and that's something that I've been trying to work on. It occupies a liminal space between folk horror, coming of age, and psychological thriller, and it's like that's like very on the nose with what I was going for. So that's exciting to see presented here. 7.8 out of 10 for overall is not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's cool that it was able to kind of like find what I know are the weaknesses and like pinpoint them and make it feel less difficult to fix in a rewrite. Yeah, I mean, it's super specific in the what needs improvement, which is great. Yeah, I mean, it tracked even like little continuity things, kind of like, oh, like the gun was here in this scene, and then they take it back off the wall at the end, and that doesn't make sense. Which is something that I don't even think like, I don't know who would have caught that, so that's cool. Oh, that's cool that they have the like who they would cast as the characters. That's fun. It's cool to see like some of the biggest inspirations for the movie kind of listed as far as like the comparative film analysis. And then also to have the budgets included is also great. The Witch and Winter's Bone, which are the first two listed, were super inspirational on this movie. So that's cool to see them pop up as the first two. And Pan's Labyrinth is just one of my all-time favorite movies, so that makes sense that it just ended up there, even though I wasn't like consciously thinking about it when I wrote it. Yeah, no, that was really cool. I liked how thorough it was. I liked that it was like, 11 full pages long, just giving like a lot of like really like concentrated feedback on the script itself, while also just kind of like talking about what can be improved. And I think putting words to like blind spots that I knew I had, but didn't know like what the exact problem was. It's something that I'm probably going to refer to in rewrites for sure.
So now we will send you report B and you can read through that one.
Yeah, this one's much harsher. That's fun. Yeah, this is interesting because it kind of contradicts what the first one said. Just talking about how like the character's relationship should be expanded, which it's the other one was saying that like the relationship's the strongest part. So that's interesting. Yeah, once again, it's catching a lot of my own inspirations here, naming Dogtooth and Killing of a Sacred Deer and just Yorgos Lanthimos in general. Pretty huge inspiration on this one. Yeah, this one was definitely shorter. It's not that I don't agree with some of what it said, but I think that maybe did not like pick up on like maybe things are intentionally ambiguous. Maybe it's like maybe I'm trying to create more of a mood piece, even though there is a plot. I don't think that it didn't seem to pick up on that as much. Them kind of being like almost like a hodgepodge of different takes is also helpful, just because it's like, okay, like some people might see it as this and some people might see it as this. But it's kind of up to me as the writer to choose like what's like the right way to do it.
Which report did you like the best?
I think I liked report A more. I liked the list of movies that it fits in the realm of, and I liked it giving the budgets so that when I'm like applying for funding for it, I can like have sort of some kind of reference that would be super helpful for me. I just like that it really broke it down, because I think that report B just went like score strengths, weaknesses, whereas like report A was very in depth with what was good and what was bad about it, kind of almost at the same time. Um, which was just like that's more like how I read feedback anyway.
Okay, so what if I were to tell you that the coverage report that you liked the best was from Greenlight coverage, and that the other report was from the Blacklist?
Really? That is actually really good to know because I was planning on paying for blacklist coverage. So that is a great tidbit.
Mhm. Yeah, so what we did is we removed all formatting indications, right? So you could solely
Mhm,
focus on the content of the coverage to make your decision. And
mhm.
what's crazy is you can get 5 reports like that from Greenlight coverage for $129, and they'll be turned around to you in 30 minutes. And that one single report from the Blacklist cost $130 and took nearly 2 weeks to get back. So we're talking about 5 better reports for the price of one in a fraction of the time.
That's genuinely crazy because if I had paid for that for like $130, I would have been so mad. Like,
Yeah, what do you think about that, eh?
yeah, wow. Because it's not super thorough at all. It's not like and it's also just like super base in the way it talks about things too. Like I think I mean, like, I'd kind of been warned about this with Blacklist, with, like, getting the coverage reports because it seemed like it was kind of basing things off of, strictly blockbusters rather than, like, "Oh, here's, like, an entire world of movies," which I guess I hadn't thought about it in that like, how that would affect my own, coverage, but that's actually really crazy. Yeah.
Do you have any other comments you'd like to make?
Yeah, I mean, I really did think that Greenlight's coverage was a lot more thorough. It was a lot more interesting. I felt like it understood my what I was going for and my script a lot stronger. Feels like it was like better equipped to take on like more complicated text. Not to be like, well, my script's more complicated, but like it seemed it was much more well-rounded for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you for participating in our survey. We really appreciate your feedback, and
Yeah.
those reports are yours to keep. And we hope you're able to put all that feedback to good use. And all the best of luck with your writing. So.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.